basically, yeah, man, that's the thing. Everything I do, man, I try to like not only relate to me but to everyone. You know what I mean? Because people go through shit. You know what I mean? So it's like if you know that you're not alone, at least there's a light to it. You know what I mean?
And I think also that's important, like just to the viewers, like just like that. I think for me, what you were saying now is the detail.
Yeah.
You know, because Nyani, like the detail, sometimes we only expect it Nike or Adidas, or the upper brands, and then when you do your brand, it's like YOLO or Katali.
Yeah.
So like to hear that for me, it makes sense also why it was so. Like when you drop the yellow like two-piece.
Two-piece, which one?
With the bucket hats.
Oh, that's under. I think that's under like the Don't Judge Me collection.
But that shit, like I remember seeing that, I was like, yo, I like the feel, like I could feel, man, but like, dude, this is crazy. The brains behind this, so like it's also to say, but like people feel authenticity and people feel when you're just trying to make money. And it's like I could feel that culture and that like, yo, like it's always like. Imbashlazako was speaking, man. Yeah, they were speaking for themselves, and that's crazy. And I think like most of the time, like people like who have detail and are meticulous and are very, very good at that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You get your rewards later on.
Yeah.
You know, they cash out later on, and like they don't know the whole time you're leaving gems the whole time. But this guy's been doing this. He's been telling stories, you know, and people catch up at a later stage. So I want to tell you. Keep going, bro. Again, like you said, that's why I'm happy you said Lona, but there are people watching. Abanye might not come and tell you, but there's people watching out there and they see it and they feel it. You know, Abanye don't even understand what they're feeling. But I feel it, but they don't know how to say thanks. So Abanye asked, but it was intentional, you know.
Man, you just gotta keep going and like, you know, just don't care too much about what people think, you know.
Yeah.
And just focus on what you think is right for you, and also like you have to be able to sort of identify like bana ba grand for you and bana ba co grand for you, and I was like
true shit.
Hey, asahluza kuleyo ngalo we.
Facts, dog. Not everybody's good for you, dog.
Jam talk, yeah, asahluza.
Yeah, and also like one thing I want to also mention is that like there's always a difficulty when it comes to clothing, because like I mean I'm not as experienced as you are, yeah, but in my entry level was understanding by say it's like market yamu in 50 rands again, but they don't understand me buying these shirts and me printing this shit. It's like damn, you 50 rand, so I cannot charge you 50 rand.
Yeah. So
what's your relationship with your price target? I mean your prices and your target market. Like how have you handled that?
Man, basically like that's why I'm saying like I know my target market, you know.
Sure.
And also like so with my pricing is like of course you calculate the cost, and make sure you have to bring them the quality, you know, so that when they pay for something, it's quality. They're not paying just because I'm supporting X. They're paying because it's quality.
Sure, that's true.
It's quality. They can tell that this thing's been done proper. You know, it's been thought about it. It's been like, you know what I mean? Like when they pay, like they taking their money, they taking like proud. You know,
yeah, I get you.
That's you know, hard. This shit's gonna last for the next 5 years, 10 years. You know what I mean? So like yeah, I always make sure that the quality is number one, and then also the design can be fresh as fuck. You know, the design can be fresh as fuck. So like those are the main two things. You know, like so that whenever you price this thing, if this shirt is 1.5, man, this shirt is 1.5.
You feel like 1.5. Ooh, but I'm wearing 1.5. Exactly. Now I feel you, man. That's also like another thing where you find people again, but come on. Yeah. And you're like, damn, it's a skipper. I could have did this for 20 rand. Like, how is it 150? You know, and that's why as new brands don't last.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice for quality. You know, like, I mean, you want the shit to be, quality, and then you have to sacrifice that, man. Sometimes maybe get like small profits
at the end.
But at the end of the day, it's the fact that you did that quality. You know, you made that person feel good. You can tell that person is gonna wear this for like with pride all the time. You know what I mean? And like you just have to make sure that you make the greatest product.
100%.
Always see whatever you make is the greatest, because there's a lot of people who have brands. A lot of people make music. A lot of people do art. You just have to make shit that's great. This shit this is the greatest.
Yeah, and I love what you're saying because I got to tell you about sometimes about there's other people doing the same
There's
thing.
other people that
Like it's like what's different about you and
there's a lot of people,
too many,
bro.
I remember a class apparently there's almost like 1 billion songs uploaded in a day.
Yeah,
That is crazy, dog.
Yeah,
and you thinking your shit is the one, like that's crazy.
So it's like you have to like go for that quality, go with that, you know, greatest mind, you know, just make sure that you're the greatest. Always think for yourself. Before anyone tells you, always believe that, man,
you're the first one to say
I'm the greatest,
yeah.
I'm the greatest. You don't have to prove it to people, but prove it to yourself. You know?
Man, that's crazy. Yeah. And even what you said now, like, you know, it's reality. Quimba that you released like 2019, 2018, that I still see on the streets, and the quality is there. The fact that someone can keep a shirt for like 4 years and no chongi, you're like, damn, that looks new.
That's the whole aim,
so I'm just like vouching for that thing. But like think about that too, is that this is keep up funa after December, sakaya. Let's keep us on, you know, after 5 years, it's more literally, so I'm thinking back, but like also that's marketing for
trends,
you.
But it affected the people in their way, where they liked it. But it's like I'm playing a long game, dog. I'm playing marathon. I'm not trying to be Usain Bolt. I'm trying to be Caster Semenya, bro.
Facts, man. Nah, I feel that, bro.
Longevity, dog. That's where I'm heading, dog.
Sure.
The next 10 years, you know what I mean? I'm looking to the next 10 years. I'm not looking going next year. 10 years, dog.
10 years thing, yeah. And
where I'm gonna be at.
Even
how I'm gonna achieve people and shit, so dog.
Not that easy. You keep going, though. Cause now I'm thinking, I like how you branched into like obviously longevity and stuff in the marathon, and I always feel like the future move is that people are multi-talented. There's no longer I'm just a clothing no. Guys are coming up with new ideas. Who would have thought the sports scene would have an actual studio like that? I see that in misunderstood. I guess like yo. You have potential to run it, not like literally, you know, and and also like to get into the music part because again, I knew you as the clothing guy, you know. What was firstly, what made you decide on going? Because on the outside looking, I'm going, misunderstood is working. This shit is the one. That won the lotto. Only thing I need time was to blow up. Then I'm like, no, man, took a break. No. And then I'm like, okay, you know, I know how life is. Okay, fuck. So I up in Abuja and I coast. Then I get no, man, listen, I'm like, damn, what's happening? Yo, I'm trying to understand, man, like, you know, what's happening. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, if you ask him to and he puts the clothing, this nigga's gonna be a problem, you know? So, what was with the clothing, what was the pause button? And what was the play button on the music? How did that happen for you? And
basically, like, listen, Chile, like, I see you listen, it's not just the clothing, it's beyond, you know? And like, basically, like, you know, I was always inspired by, you know, people who were able to can do one thing, you know. I always also see myself as just like, I can actually do more than just clothing, you know. And basically, I didn't really take a pause in clothing. I always keep moving, dog. I always keep moving. Sometimes I may not drop new merch, but the way I dress as well, I'm moving. I'm on a fashion show. You know what I mean? So, and it's not about sometimes all about just dropping the clothes. Sometimes it's all about where you at, how you dressing, how you looking. That's misunderstood. You know what I mean? So like Mkulo came to a point where it's like, man, you know, as much as like I can do clothes, I feel like I can do more, you know. I'm not saying this is the best thing I ever done to do clothes. I'll always do clothes for all my life. But it's like, man, I can do music, I can do art, you know, I can do photography, you know. And it came to a point like, cause I remember like where I had a team, and there was a guy who was doing photography, there was a guy doing videography, there was a guy who was doing like graphic design, but somehow we just fell apart. And then I was like, okay, I started to learn about myself. I started to trust myself.
But let me do it myself.
I started to trust myself. I started to I can do photography for myself. I can do graphic design myself. I can do this thing by myself. I'm like, okay, I want to do music. I love music, you know. You know, because before anything, music is everything. It's like soundtrack to my life, basically, you know, because whatever I do, even when I'm designing, I'm always playing music. How about I play my own music? You know? How about I play my own music? How about when I'm designing, this is misunderstood music playing behind, you know? How about that? You know? And then I'm like, okay, how can I do it? And then, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start from scratch. Like how I start misunderstood, I'm gonna start from scratch to learn where to go, who to speak to, who can able to like help me with the recording, you know, all these things, you know. I'm gonna take it as a game because
that's crazy.
There's been people doing this for the next 10 years, still hasn't blown up.
True shit.
You know, and my aim was not to like to blow up. Sometimes I'm doing music because of like I wanna express myself, you know. I wanna express myself, and also like maybe someone else might relate to it, you know.
Facts.
And so like and it's like, you know, I just feel like I can do anything that I wanna do, you know. And I feel like I don't wanna box myself, and I don't want anyone to box me, because I feel like the world is big, man. You know.
Yeah, it's true,
it's
man.
Big, bro.
Dog,
you know,
like I believe.
If you feel like you can do whatever you wanna do, just do it.
Facts.
Like you only live once, bro.
Hey, bro, you only live once too, man.
You know, just do it. Just do whatever you wanna do. Just do it. You know.
I agree with that a lot.
That's how like misunderstood music started, you know, and I just did it, and shout out to the guys who helped me with this journey, and it hasn't even started yet, you know.
Yeah,
so,
bro.
Yeah, no age.
Nah, definitely. That's what I like the most. Also, like even like how you're explaining it is like you're expressing what you're living, dog. And I think it's a lot of people don't understand that. Like, I tell you, like I go to a studio and the guy will be like, "In fact, I wanna make a song like this," and I'm like, "Damn, how do you?" Wake up saying like thinking of other people's music, like what do you want to share? Like when you're fruity, you wear, you know. So I love people like even in your clothing, like how you saying like, cause I'm guilty of that. When I was clothing was I would look at like what's popular, and then I would try and attack the market by using something I'm gonna drop. Cause I went to music first, then clothes. So I'm like, okay, I'm dropping the mixtape in summer. I need merch. Okay, cool. My message is this. Okay, I got the message. But now, what style? Then I'll look around, you know, and as time went on, like, I hated that because that's why I stopped. I hated that when you get a fake and get a shirt on the rack. I'm like, yo, why can't I design the shirt? Why can't I see it? Because I wanted to stand out so much, you know, and hearing you speak, I'm like getting like, oh, that's why. Because I didn't know now, but I just began getting dissatisfied. I didn't like that way. I don't want to buy this hoodie. I want I want my one, you know. So that's why I like what you said, because Nyani, that's the thing, is like this is your world, I want to create
this is your world,
like you want to leave your footprint.
You know what I mean?
I'll
This is your world.
Influence you want to leave like your footprint, man. So I really love you saying that, and Nyani, it puts me perspective to me too, and makes me feel normal and sane. And that's the whole part of the podcast, is that there's a kid out there who
misunderstood.
The kid who misunderstood.
And that's a great thing.
Exactly.
You know, because all the artists, all the icons, at some point they were misunderstood. At some point their doors were closed. You know, so to be misunderstood is to be great. Though.
That's why I love Ye when he says like, if a man are riding your dick so hard, you should be worried. Something is not right. If people are supporting you so much, it's like, you should be worried, but call it away. And if people aren't fucking with you in the beginning, you should know that when they do, you actually do something very, very valuable, and it's different, you know. So I 100% agree with that, man. And also like, so musically, when you started to get into the music, to be the creator this time, what was your aspirations, or like what are you trying to do in the music?
Basically like my inspiration was like, you know, like, cause I come from a cast at the end of the day, you know, but I wanna like sort of like able to like to affect people who don't stay in Kasi, also affect people who stay in Kasi, you know. I wanna also tell stories as a Kasi, but I also wanna tell stories Angapa. I don't wanna be like, I just wanna be like able to like affect both worlds, you know what I mean? However, like I can talk in Venek, I can also talk in the universal language, which is English. So I wanna like able to affect all these people, you know what I mean? So like my inspiration basically is just to like to express like what's going on, like what I'm going through, you know, what I'm going through, like what's maybe somebody else is going through, you know what I mean? and just like to be real. I just wanted to be real as fuck.
Nah, I respect that. That's
I
I
just
like
want to be
that.
real as fuck.
I like that. Me too.
When
dog,
I
like-
say something that you don't like, but if it's real to me, it's real.